They decided that we as creators don't own the stuff that we make. Yeah, so Instagram has decided now if you use their app to create a reel and then you download it, they're going to add this to the end. Of course, if you didn't hear anything, that's because I got copyright strike and had to remove it. So one more time, just in case that wasn't annoying enough. And so the ridiculousness of this is it just feels so very petty because I know that Instagram knows that a lot of content that's uploaded to Instagram is edited with CapCut, which is, of course, what is a soft made by ByteDance, which owns TikTok, right? And so what CapCut does is if you export it and you're not sending it to TikTok like they want you to, then they add something, they add a watermark at the end, which of course a lot of creators wind up cutting off. So now Instagram has decided they're going to do the same thing. They're just going to make it harder on creators by adding a noise. And so while I do understand Instagram and ByteDance and TikTok, they've both spent arguably hundreds of millions of dollars, making their platforms and creating tools for creators so they can put content on their platforms. At the same time, it just feels really petty to just add these things at the end because it's kind of like, well, you used our tool, so we get to watermark your content, right? And this just goes back to what I like to tell all my students and clients is you need to own your entire production process. Because at the end of the day, as awesome as the tools Instagram gives you are, as awesome as CapCut is, if you're not paying for a tool, then you're giving up control of your content. And this move by Instagram is a perfect example of that. Of course, I do understand it is annoying to, use a third-party application and then upload the video to Instagram and then try and match the music. I totally get that. It is a pain. It can be a pain. But at the same time, as long as you're using one of these, apps, and even YouTube has their editing thing too, right? If you use their software, they want you to stay in their walled garden. They don't want you taking that content and then posting it to essentially their competitors. So at the end of the day, yeah, it is annoying to pay for Canva or whatever other software you wind up using, but it is worth it to make sure that you actually own your content.